hope this finds everybody in just a really good place in life right now, because beautiful day, and we're gonna get down to what we do. This is what we're here for: is to knock down these 10 sets of 10. Um, won't be as quick as yesterday, but we're still gonna get through it and enjoy this process. I'm just trying to take care of some of these analytic obligations before we get going. But see see what we got going on. There we go. And all right, all right. Gotta take care of your channel. Channel health is important. We definitely want to make sure that what you what you're putting out as a content creator is still supported by you, if nobody else. So that's what we're doing right now. Just trying to make sure that I got everything that I need in order before we get going. And likes on the way in, subscriptions, all that stuff is very, very free, and it's very appreciated. So here we go. Let's get to these push-ups. Got some decent rest, but I've got kind of a long day today, but that'll be all right too. I mean, we're blessed to have sometimes these tasks put before us, and how we respond is a great indicator of where we're at in our preparedness in life. All right, not a bad view. I'm definitely gonna get an overhead light here. Give myself maybe a little better light. Good. And let's get to these push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had some chalk around here somewhere. So I'm just going to put together a little bounce in place. What's up, Reluctant Gamer? Man, you got, yeah, those hard surfaces. Sometimes it's that pinch, or if I even try to go like knuckles, if my wrist is pinched, then it definitely, it doesn't feel all that great. So yeah, if you can get a mat, most squats you can only do is 45. Nice. Tachyon R6 asks, am I a gorilla? I hope not, because I don't want 100 guys to try to fight me. How about that? But welcome to the channel. We're doing day 79 of 100 push-ups, so you're welcome to join in, and that would be awesome. How many squats can I do, Reluctant? You know what I'm saying, Tacky? How many squats can I do? I've done, I would do sets of 100. Where am I from? Homeless man. This is my home, though. This is my home. I have a home here. Do I just look disheveled? That is okay. You guys are firing off this morning. You guys are firing off. Where are you from, man with a home? 100 push-ups is easy. Not for me. I'm doing 10 sets of 10. So this is just about being consistent and disciplined every day and doing something. That's all we're doing here. So I'm just doing like a little jog in place. I'm going to do my 10 sets. You're Iranian. Nice. Welcome. Welcome. Feel free to subscribe to the channel because we do this every day. Persian. Nice. I don't think I know any Iranian or Persian. Shoni, a friend of mine, used to say that was a greeting. What's up? What's up, Matt Acoustic? Reluctant Gamer says 45. Not bad for someone who drinks fizzy pops, energy drinks, latte, chocolate, wraps, burgers, pizza, and never water. Gotta get that water in. My pleasure. Absolutely, my pleasure. Man, I wish I would remembered some of the little sayings that he taught me. But you're welcome to subscribe to the channel. Let me get the second set in. I'm just doing like 100 steps in place, and then the little push-ups. So here we go. And you could throw in something like a plank. You could throw in some sit-ups or crunches. It's all on how you want to make it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's what we're doing today. Mashallah. May you always be healthy. Thank you. Umbashum. I think that was thank you. Or that was your welcome. I can't remember. It's been a while. But may you always be healthy as well, brother. We appreciate you. Matt Acoustic, how you doing today? Reluctant, yeah, you gotta get some water in every day. It'll definitely help improve things. Hey, what's up, Lindsay? How are you this morning? I'm on set 2 of day 79. I'm just doing a little jog in place because I have the mat, so it helps absorb the impact. And I'm just trying to emulate what would be a jog or a change up from the jumping jacks. We're just trying to switch it up. That's good to hear, man. Upper body, was that like chest, back, shoulders, or did you do all the above? Do you just hit it all from the waist up on a particular day? Let me get to this next set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lindsay says, Dragon. That's okay. You're walking the dogs together. Then you got to get to the dentist. He's got to get to work. Glad we caught it. Yes, I'm glad you were able to catch up too. And hey, health is in so many areas, whether it's dental, your optical, whether you had to go see the therapist, where there's so many other variations of health, even if it's just a therapy session. So that is great that you're taking care of it. because a lot of times people just don't, and then they pay for it later. So good on you both for taking care of what you need to. Matt Acoustic, Lindsay, here's your drummer. That's awesome. Congrats on following your passion. Yeah, Lindsay, you're very welcome. Matt Acoustic says waist up every other day, legs on the alternate days. Nice. Congratulations, not congestion. Yeah. And Mr. Burns, he had to be out on the road early. He had to be on the road, I want to say maybe like 4 o'clock our time. So he's, I think he'll be doing his, on his channel, his squats. I believe he did that yesterday as well, so you could definitely check that out. Matt Acoustic says he loves some solid congestion beats. And Matt, we still would still like to know where we can check out some of the music. That would be great. Great to be able to check out. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway through it. Halfway through it. Walk typing is its own language. Yeah, I could never. Like, I'd be all over the place. And I can't trust talk to text anymore. I met a guy on set one time, and I wanted to inquire about his, he had some vintage VW cars and vans and stuff, so I was trying to connect with him on that level. And I sent him a message. I forgot what his name was, but it ended up sending, it said, "Hey honey," and then everything else was about the sentence was clear. What, checking in with you about the cars and all that. And he never responded. And try as I might to, explain the autocorrect, he never responded. So I have trust issues when it comes to that. Lindsay, hopefully your dental isn't right. That is cringe. Lindsay, hopefully your dental appointment isn't anything serious, just a routine, which is a huge part of just upkeep. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, sir? Do I ever listen to music while working out? Favorite artist in my playlist? Um, Not really. Good to hear that, Jacob. I like, because a lot of my stuff is rhythm based. I like to hear the progression of myself. What's up, Stark? How you doing? So I like to hear the breathing. I like to know, like, I stay in the rhythm of myself, of my own cadence, if that makes sense. So a lot of times I don't put music on. If I'm at the gym or something, I won't like uh, be mad that there's music on. But I definitely um, like to be in my own rhythm, especially like doing something like when we're doing the speed ladders. We'll have to figure that out one day. But just being able to. So I'm always hearing my own rhythm when it comes to that. So, what about you? What are some artists that you listen to, with or without the workout? Lindsay is just filling caps next month, getting bone removal from dental surgeon later. Oh, that's going to be pretty involved. Hopefully everything is okay. Jacob, what are we doing this live? We're doing the push-ups. Favorite artist? I'm all over the place. I do like Johnny Cash. I like Bob Marley. I listen to a lot of like binary music when it comes to sleep. Carlos Nakai, he's a native flautist. That's a really good sound that I enjoy. And then I like kind of like combinations of like kind of like rap reggae and stuff like that. I like accents. Okay, Lindsay. Yeah, all good. I know how that goes. I had a tooth that just wouldn't heal. They ended up having to pull it, and I never got the crown put back in because I was playing rugby, and I was like, there's no point in getting something potentially knocked back out. Let me just wait till I'm done with my playing days. And I think I'm done with my playing days. Guys, leave some of your favorite artists in the comments. See who you're listening to. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Stark's favorite band is an artist called Asking Alexandria. Hi, your name is Jacob. All right. Mad Acoustic Rock guys here. Queensryche, Van Halen. Yes, Van Halen. Definitely a favorite. AC/DC. Yeah, I'm kind of like an older rock. I didn't know too much on Metallica, Queensryche, but definitely aware of their presence. I do like Body Count. Ice-T. Lindsay is that I want to say Dohar Project, but I don't think that's pronounced right. Eminem, Florence and the Machine, Bush. Yeah, Stark has some good choices there with metal. Jacob, what are some people you listen to? Stark says Asking Alexandria is hardcore metal. There's a pretty big following of hard metal in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Stark? I do like Motown, like old classic Motown as well. Lindsay, straight up, I looked at my husband Spencer and said, he's hardcore. Yep. Thank you, Lindsay. Jacob, yeah, I don't put my daughter's face and identity out there. Um, Kids, I think, deserve our protection and anonymity. So when she's 18 and wants to do something, then she can put a mask on, but or take the mask off. But yes, thank you, Lindsay. That's generally why we're just protecting identities. Stark, yeah, huge metalcore community. I remember there's a documentary years ago about a guy who went to Germany for like a metal fest or something like that, and it was just intense. It'd be pretty cool to go to. Snazzy's all Motown. Nice. I knew we were connecting here beyond the push-ups. I love hearing how he schools the younger generations on Motown history. That's awesome. That is awesome. Stark, you ever been in a mosh pit? I've been in one. It's interesting. Let me get to number 7. All right, Jacob. Join us when you can. Stark Industries' biggest metal fest here is Whackin' Open Air. I don't think that was the name of it, but the one was, this documentary was 10 years ago plus. Mad acoustics like some of the dad rock too. Boston, Foghat, Zeppelin, The Who. Absolutely. Some old school Motown when you're driving. James Brown is go-to. Love Bob Marley too. Yes, those the dad rock bands. I'll even go for some was it yacht rock or whatever, yacht music. Bands like that are a little more mellow. Zeppelin is a fam fave, absolutely. Stark, get some footage if you go to that festival. Definitely want to see it. Jamming, I listen to every time I make jam on loop. Nice. What are some of the yacht rock people? That'd be like Carly Simon. What's his name? Margaritaville dude. Man, I'm just skipping names and faces here today. But some of the more mellow stuff. I'll even 70 songwriters are your guilty pleasure. That's like the Kenny Loggins kind of thing. Michael McDonald, people that are just on kind of a different chill level. Man, who was Cats in the Cradle? I love that song. Jim Croce, or was that Bad Leroy Brown? Bad Leroy Brown. There's this grouping of them that I just really enjoy, but yeah, any and all music I'm kind of a fan of. Doobie Brothers, yes. The 10 years after that kind of vibe. Absolutely on Doobie. Yeah, absolutely. Stark, Whackin' Open Air for Metalheads is the Woodstock Festival for the hippie community, just bigger than Woodstock. Nice. Hopefully there's nothing like the Woodstock 2, because that was crazy. Anybody ever see that documentary on Woodstock 2 or the Fire Festival? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, those were crazy, weren't they? Sage, how you doing? Says, yo man, I don't know if you play any games, but you actually remind me a bit of the character Yasuke from the new Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yasuke, if it's the same character, was the Black Samurai historical figure that wasn't. I don't think he was an actual samurai, like as far as growing up in the culture, but he was honored for his presence. The leader there really took to him and allowed him to fight alongside. And yeah, so there's some really cool stuff about Yasuke. Thank you, Sage Mode. That is awesome. How are you today? How's your workout going, guys? If you haven't checked out Sage Mode's channel as well, it's got some really good stuff as well going on. Jacob said hi. Stark, System of a Down. Yes. Mad Acoustics, one of the most epic concerts he attended was Monsters of Rock back in the day. Van Halen, Scorpions, Metallica, Dokken, Kingdom Come. Wow, that's a fantastic. Lindsay, absolutely. Oh man, Sage, sorry to hear that. What's going on today? I had a migraine yesterday. I was pretty down after doing the push-ups. I thought it might help, but it didn't. So hopefully you're resting and recovering. All thoughts and prayers, man. We're sending energy your way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sage, what kind of music do you listen to when you're working out? Lindsay says, very cool. Matt, Voodoo Fest in New Orleans. It's your biggest concert venue in a while. 21 Pilots was there. It was awesome. I'm not very familiar with 21 Pilots. Whew. Sage says, probably stomach flu. Have good training. You'll try to come back tomorrow. Thank you so much. All the best to you. Absolutely, Star. Sage, sorry. We're wishing you the best. Hopefully we'll catch some content or a live tomorrow from you, but you know how it goes. Take your time. Don't set your health and fitness back trying to do too much with your health and fitness. Lindsay says she's got to get. Guys, have a terrific day. And Lindsay, all respect to you. Best of going at the dentist. Mostly Naruto soundtracks or just some funk or Polish rap. Are you in Poland? I never know where people are coming from, so that's awesome to know. I've never heard of the bands, so definitely would like to venture in and hear what people are listening to. Ed Mad would definitely like to hear your band and stuff like that. Mad Acoustic says, on a health note, sleep is so important for recovery. Your one Achilles heel. Yes. Okay, so, hey, Netherlands. Okay, nice. Is that Hollow? for hello, HALO, hello. Matt Acoustic is absolutely right. These are the cornerstones we want to cover: nutrition, hydration, exercise, and rest. And rest can be a lot of different things. It can be therapeutic. It can be just doing nothing. It could be some stretching. Like, you gotta allow your body to rest and recover. So he is absolutely right. And if you can't get your straight 8 hours, you can slide a nap in there somewhere. It helps. Every bit helps. Let me get to this last set. Well, there we go. Just like that. In about 30 minutes. Stark says, but you don't hear it much. I hear, for example, asking Alexandria, fit for a king, heaven shall burn, Slipknot, sleep token at Lindsay. Stark, August burns red, something like that. Well, sounds like you've got a deep and diverse catalog to choose from and listen to, and that's a good thing with music. Stark, Matt Acoustic had a great time last night. Most of it is on him, though. Lack of sleep in his mind, such a waste of time. I stay up too late on many nights. I think a lot of people do. Hey, if you're being productive to some extent, where we're talking about, these mosquitoes are getting to me. If you're being productive, where it's kind of trying to do things for the band or writing that song and things like that, I think we've all been there when inspiration hits us. Did you have a gig last night? Wasn't busy enough. Yeah. We all go through we're all in our own process. I mean, that is just the truth of the matter. And sometimes we get to places where we feel like we're not being productive enough, but that's a great place to also be, because it says that you're challenging yourself. You are pushing to do a little bit more. So hats off for that. And just understand it, there's always two pictures of us, the one that's being productive and the one that's just sitting in place. Sounds like you're being a little bit more productive than just doing a lot of nothing. So it's all a process. Did we lose Jacob? I know Jacob's in the car a lot of times when he's at work. Reluctant Gamer, I think we lost Reluctant Gamer as well. Matt Acoustic now teetering on packing in my days, like so much that my goal is exhaustion by the end of the day, and physical activity is a huge part of it now. Yeah, we all have like forks in the road and decisions and things like that. Hopefully Tacky on R6 left a thumbs up, or at least a subscription. They were firing off early, y'all. He came right in and said, "Hey, are you a gorilla?" So with the gorilla talk, I just said, hey, hopefully not, because I don't want 100 guys to try to fight me. Uh, what are your thoughts on the 100 men versus a gorilla? One, I think it's crazy. Like, why are we even thinking of fighting animals? But I always just think that that's like such a wild notion. What is going on, Bella? How are you today? How have you been? I feel like we've been kind of missing out on you. I think the strength of the gorilla is unreal as well, and I don't think humans truly value that. I think um, the first couple people that got completely decimated by a gorilla, it would trigger something in humans' survival instinct to not want to have that happen to them as well. We're doing great. I just finished the 100 push-ups. I did some running in place, like kind of like high knees and stuff like that. Um, and then did the 10 sets of 10. So it's been good. How's your training been? How's school been? You're probably towards the end of the school year, right? Mad acoustic, yeah, I agree. The strength would be crazy, and that's not even triggering its fight or flight. So what happens? I guess the argument is if you tire it out, but I think if by the time you tire a gorilla, the damage it's done to at least a quarter, if not half, of the people would just be something nobody would want to jump into. If in waves, maybe that would be interesting. And the thing is, it's like it's bare hands, so you're still talking about people breaking their hands trying to punch a girl in the head. Right. Who wants it? Yeah, that's called cannon fodder. You're the first ones in the line, and you're going to run out there. You're going to get mowed down, so the people behind you can have success. Bella says it's good. This is her last week. Nice. What's planned for the summer? You have New York coming up, right? The New York trip. Nice. Well, hopefully it sounds a little more intriguing this time around, or not so daunting or scary or anything else like that. That you can just enjoy the time with your mom. Matt, I was trying. Oh, there it is. There we go, Matt. I wish they made these emojis a little bit bigger, but that's a gorilla. Your dad's on a work trip right now, and you guys are on a farm as well. Mad, where are you at? Did we ever pinpoint where you're at least in general? Like you don't have to give like a specific city or anything else like that, but country, state, anything else like that. It's a cold here today, like a high of maybe 50. That is pretty chilly. Okay, you don't live on a farm, you own a farm. Got it. Mad Acoustics in the Midwest. Okay, okay. That's cool, Bella. I was thinking that you guys were on a farm. Jacob had some content the other day where he did like a little tour of the farm that he was on. He showed some little canals that he dug, so you can always check that out. The farm that you have your grandparents live in, but we do work on the farm. Nice. Mad Acoustic, the land of beer, brats, and cheese. Would that be Wisconsin? Or is that Midwest? I feel like that's something close to Canada, and I feel like beer, brats, and cheese would be bingo. Yeah, the cheese I think is what set it off. Definitely. Well, shout out. I Yeah, shout out. I didn't. Now I know we didn't cover that. But that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that. So you are about what? It's going on 6 o'clock here. So you are a couple hours different. So I'm glad that people are able to like kind of find a time that they can kind of just, just jump in, chat for a bit, things like that. Bella, what kind of music do you listen to? We were talking about that because Matt Acoustic is a drummer, and without pushing the topic, Matt, we definitely would like to hear some of your music or where it's available or just anything. That would be awesome. Anything that we can share outside of just our thoughts on health and fitness would be great. Any music doesn't matter as long as it's good. I agree with that. There's only one genre of music that I'm not really a fan of, and it's like it's more like R&B sort of stuff. I don't know. I never got into it, especially like 90s R&B. Not a fan of some of that stuff, but to each their own. I don't knock people down for what they listen to. Matt Acoustic says he'll see if he can share some stuff. Thanks. No, thank you. I'll share some of mine. I have a Bandcamp page that I've put some stuff on. Hey, Jacob is back. Jacob is back. Jacob, how's your midsection healing up? You're feeling good? Have you been able to do the push-ups? And I was telling them about your video. I saw the one where you did the tour of the little bit where you're showing the canals that you dug, the little canals, and you showed the kittens and saw your cats and got dogs running around. That was very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Jacob is working on his content game, building it up little by little. Yeah, anytime, anytime. Jacob, you didn't tell us what kind of music you listen to. And it sounds like Bella is highly diverse, but this is a young lady who you have 333 subs. Nice. Nice. We got to Are you what kind of stuff are you putting out? You don't know, Jacob, just kind of whatever's on the radio or whatever pops up. Jacob has 37. I think that number's growing, right? Bella, you got 333 subs and no videos. That's amazing. Matt Acoustic has got to get after it. Have a great day, y'all. Absolutely. Have a fantastic day. We appreciate you dropping in. Have a wonderful day. Your subscription stopped? I thought it had been growing recently. Well, keep putting out your content. That's the best way for people to get noticed. Just keep putting it out there. I don't know what your folks' thoughts are as far as the channel, like about doing lives and things like that, but that's what kind of helped this grow. This is where I ended up being able to have the blessing to meet all of you was by just going live. And you have a really nice setup as far as your farm and stuff. So that would be cool. I would just always suggest being careful about not showing like license plates or anything where people can track down specifically where you're at. But other than that, you've got a lot of good stuff that you put on there. Nice, nice. That is super cool. My brother used to take me fishing. My older brother used to take me fishing when I was a kid. Uh, and I never really caught on to like the love that he had for it, but that's very cool. My daughter, she asked me to take her fishing a few years back, so we went and got some poles and things like that. And I realized I'm not a fisher person. We'd need somebody who knows a little bit more about fishing than me, but it was cool just to go and try. But we need to do a little bit more as far as like go to a lake or a dock or something like that. We went to just like this small area where you can fish, but would never be fish that you would eat. Get a grip. Get a grip on the fishing. I didn't grow up that way. It's different when you don't grow up that way. Like things that probably seem very normal to people who grew up doing that. It's different. I do understand when people talk about the peacefulness of it. Do you get to go fishing a bit, Jacob? Which kid is sus? I don't know who Get a Grip is. Was that somebody on your channel? Bella, how often do you get to go fishing? Get a grip. Oh, was that the troll that we had? Nice. Nice. Do you have is it a distance that you go or do you get to or is it pretty close by? Jacob, I do remember Get a Grip. Get a Grip popped in a couple times and but not as frequently and it's not not how it was as like the first couple times. Bella's brother's wedding is on Wednesday, so you have a lot planned. It's close by. Nice. Oh, that's very cool. The lake is close by. Awesome. How many siblings do you have, Bella? And what about you, Jacob? Any siblings? You have four. Are you the youngest? And congrats to your brother. You have five, Jacob? Wow. Where are you guys? Your brother's 25. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jacob. Two passed away. So, Bella, I'm guessing you're the youngest. Jacob, if I had to guess, I would say you're not the youngest. Bella's the second oldest. Okay. And Jacob's the youngest. I had it backwards. Oh, so Bella gets to be big sister. Stark Industries says, by the way, I've sent you what I normally eat at a regular working day at Instagram. Awesome. I will definitely jump in and check that out. Yeah, I had big sisters. I know what that means. Um, Stark, thank you so much. And guys, you can send stuff as well, even if you don't have Instagram. You can send it to the email Impact Athletics Association at gmail.com. Let me see if I can drop that in. It won't be a link, but at least you have the information. Do 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 do. There we go. Wow. There we go. Bella says, but she's not mean to them. You just make sure they do what they're supposed to do before they play their games and stuff because my sister plays her game all day. That's fair. That's fair. I don't strike you as like a mean sister. My sisters were they weren't mean, but when you have older sisters, they seem mean sometimes. But it's good. It's all good. We get along now. One of my sisters I used to fight with pretty badly. uh, but that's kids stuff, you do it as kids. I think we did it a little bit as we got older too, but you figure out like, hey, you only got you only got family at the end of the day. You can have a lot of close people to you, but family's important. Stark, are you working today? Bella says the other sisters are active almost all day. We go feed the horses and stuff. We go to the back of the farm. We go see the animals. That's very cool. Is your house right by the farm then, or is it like kind of a little distance away? And that's cool that you guys have like duties and obligations on to help out. How do you find time, Bella, for all the languages? That's what I want to know. How you got to all of those languages. And you and Jacob would definitely be on the same level of understanding like the work that needs to be done as John. John hasn't been really with us the last week or so, but um, he's definitely working hard on the farm planting thing. So we look forward to when he's able to come back around. Sorry to hear one of your horses passed. That's tough. And the languages you take classes for them. Do you do like online stuff? Do you recommend anything like Duolingo, or are you taking like classes at school? Are you taking online private classes? What's working for you? I was doing Chinese for a while and Spanish, but I just kind of there was a point where I just kind of stopped. You do it at school. That is fantastic. That's awesome. Is it a new language every year or something? Because for eight languages, that's a lot. But I'm in awe that you get to learn that much. That's fantastic. And on top of it, the gymnastics that you were doing. Do you play an instrument as well? I mean, this is really well-rounded stuff, and the great grades that you're getting. Nope, a lot of your teachers know a lot of languages, so they teach us how to speak those languages. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. That is shared knowledge. Each one teach one. Love it. Now my daughter has like 2 more days of school. This you guys are done at the end of this week. Played piano for a while, but then quit because you did not have enough time for it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That you got a full schedule. Actually, for the summer, I'm gonna have my daughter pick back up um, keyboard lessons online. She was doing that when she was probably like 5, and it just really gave her something to do because I don't want summertime, it can wither away and you can do a lot of nothing if you're not careful. You're already done, Jacob? Nice. Nice. When was your last day? Was it last week and you're already in break? And that explains why you are in the chat and not in the car. It makes sense now. You've been done for a week? Nice. Very cool. Are you guys going to travel or do anything, or you got any plans? Last Thursday. Fun, fun. That's awesome. Your time's coming, Bella. Your time is coming. And then what grade are you guys going to be in this next year? You'll be in 5th grade? Right on. Eighth, you're not skipping to ninth. You decided to stay where you're at. That's cool. I can understand that. Not wanting to be around like a bunch of older kids and stuff. Yeah. Go at your pace, and that's not just the learning pace. That's however you feel, like the maturity, all that stuff, not wanting to push yourself too fast. I completely get that. It sounds like you're getting a really solid education with the languages, all the good grades that you're getting, those test scores and stuff. So I like that for you. And there's so much in those years where those years matter when you like going from 7th to 8th, like even that's just a big jump. So I remember going from 8th to ninth. That seemed like a huge jump. So I completely get it. And you only get to do those things once. So in a lot of ways, slow down and enjoy them. So I'm glad that there is something that you got. One sec, her boyfriend is calling her. All right, we got to find more out about what's going on here. Be right back. No worries. Tell him we said hello. Jacob says you have a boyfriend. Well, she's a little bit older, so. Which what? Yeah, she's a little bit older. She's going into 8th grade. You're crashing out because she has a boyfriend. Well, we may have to find more out about this the next time. So we're coming to the last minute. I'm going to jump off at an hour. So I got to get my day started. I'm not sure exactly how old she is. I'm not sure, but that's around that age. So who knows? It might be somebody that the parents know, her parents know, and yeah, Bella, Jacob is just wiling out over here about you having a boyfriend. Hey, Jacob, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it is like that, sir. I'm sure it's a respectable young man that their Bella's parents know and like, and who knows, they maybe their families or friends and things like that. You never know. You never know. But this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to jump off because I got to get to my day. But much love to you all. And Jacob, keep enjoying that summer. Keep that content coming out. Bella, keep racking up those subscriptions even with no content. That's awesome. And yeah, I think that that's at that age your parents know him and everything else. That's it. Yeah, that's not too crazy, Jacob. Um, and I'm guessing he helps around the farm and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, yeah, and the parents know each other, so yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I got to get studying. I got some stuff I got to take care of today. That's awesome. That's awesome that he does. I'll try to jump on a little bit later and catch you guys then, but I got to shower, I got to eat, I got to do some studying, and I got to do my stuff. Just like we say, HWPO, hard work pays off, and that's not just the fitness, that's life. So gotta take care of these things. Otherwise, I won't have a platform to jump on if I'm not taking care of stuff. You are crashing out, sir. All right, guys, have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bella, have your boyfriend subscribe to the channel as well. We need him. We need him in here as well. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. We'll see you maybe later, but if not, definitely tomorrow, same time. HWPO, hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association. Ow.